want to share something with you that I kind of realized about this recently, specifically about the top levels of there, and moving up through responsibility, accountability, and ownership. I realized that actually we can step up through those different levels, and it's really pertinent to planning, which is why I wanted to talk about it today, because I get a sense sometimes, and maybe because I didn't understand it as well, that when people are coming to do 90-day plans, they're talking about lots of things that they're going to do. So I'm going to have my new website up. I'm going to have my new, I'm going to, use this new system. I'm going to implement a new policy procedure. I'm going to do some marketing. And lots of people's 90-day plans, and I didn't correct them on it because maybe I didn't have that level of understanding, is the 90-day plans were based on doing. But of course, the purpose of doing it is to have an outcome. And it's important that we have an outcome so that we can, if you're having a new website, well, what's the point of the website? What is it that you would want the website to deliver? And I think sometimes from people's 90-day plans, that's what we're missing, is that we're not talking about the outcome of the thing that we need to do and setting targets around that. So if you're going to do a marketing campaign, set targets for what you want to have happen. And then the next plan, part of that, is who do we need to be in order to do that? And that needs to go into the plan too. What do we need to learn? What do we need to create? And then I realized how much this slots in with here. Because if you're responsible for something, it's the lowest of the three of the above the line things. If you're responsible, you're going to do. And I've let clients off before in their 90-day plans by having a doing responsibility 90-day plan, because it was based on a shopping list of things that they were going to do. But the second level of that, accountability, is about have. What is the outcome? So if you're going to do a marketing campaign, if you're accountable to the outcome of that, of 10 leads or 20 leads, 5 new clients, then that's a higher level. So if you've got an employee, say you've got a salesperson and they're in responsibility mode, they might make 50 phone calls for you if you tell them to make 50 phone calls. But if they step up and they're in accountability mode, they will not only will they make 50 phone calls, but they will be determined to find the 10 leads that you want from those 50 phone calls. And if they're in accountability mode, if it takes more than 50 phone calls to get those 5 leads or 10 leads that you set out for them to do, they will do that because they are accountable for the outcome. Responsibility is just doing the thing. Accountability is a higher level. It's responsible to that. It's accountable to the outcome of the thing that you're doing. So ownership, if you're going to take total ownership, like Haley said, that's the B out of B times do equals have. So going back to the example of a salesperson, if they're in responsibility, they'll do 50 sales calls. If they're in accountability, they won't stop until they get you your 10 leads. But if they take ownership, they'll be reading sales books. They'll be listening to audios on the way into work. Remember those days when we used to drive to work? They'll be watching YouTubes. They'll be asking around for information, how they can be a better salesperson, how they can close more leads. So I wanted to position this before you do your 90-day plan today, because I want you to think about all 3 of those levels, because I know I've let clients off the hook by doing a responsibility level 90-day plans. And I really want your 90-day plans, this potentially the most important 90-day plan you've ever done, to be an accountability level 90-day plan and an ownership. So who do you need to be in order to do that?